Hello, welcome to video 22 of Unit 4, Systems. Here we begin the study of the combination method with two linear functions. Okay, the first one on the left, let's take a look at what's there. Our first step is to find opposites, and in this one they are the x's. You have plus x and minus x, which are already opposites. That next step is to combine to eliminate that variable. So if you want to give this a shot, write this into your notes and then combine those two to see what you get. And then press play when you're ready. Bam. Okay, welcome back. When you combine them, 6y minus y will become 5y. 15 plus 0 will become 15. So you're combining them by addition. Now that we've done that, we can solve for the y. Divide by 5, and our y is equal to 3. Since we have two variables, we still have to solve for the other variable, which is x, the one we first eliminated. We have y equal to 3. Our next step is to substitute that into one of the original equations. Either one should work fine. So I usually choose the top one unless the other one is a lot easier. I choose the first one, x plus 6, and instead of y we substitute 3 equal 15. Solve for that, and your x is negative 3. Bam. Our last part here is to write its point of intersection, or their point of intersection, because those are two lines, and we want to find out, when we solve, what we're trying to do is find the point of intersection. So for us, in this case, these two lines intersect at 3, negative 3. Alright, now let's take a look at the scenario on the right. Step 1, let's recognize opposites, and there are none. So what we do in this whole unit, we just keep manipulating and changing. We make opposites. Take a look at negative 8y, negative 4y. They're the closest to being opposites. So what can happen is we'll manipulate one of them, in this case the bottom one, to be the opposite of the other. So we're going to multiply the bottom one by negative 2. Why is that? It's because negative 2 times negative 4 will give us positive 8, or positive 8y in this case, which will be the opposite of negative 8y. So the top equation stays the same, but the bottom will all change. It'll become, instead of negative 4x minus 4y equals negative 8, we now have positive 8x, and we have positive 8y, and we have 16. So you manipulated that to now have opposites right there. So step 3, we combine to eliminate. But let's take a step back. We have these opposites, and some questions will be like, well, where do we get negative 2? Well, you have to decide which variables you want to eliminate, and then you multiply accordingly. Since we have 8 and 4, how negative 4 can become positive 8, the only way to do that is to multiply by negative 2. If we needed any other number, we would use that number. In this case, negative 2 is the only one that will cause us to have an opposite. And now it looks like the equation on the left, and we do all the same steps. Combine them, we get 1x equals negative 3. So x is negative 3. After that, look to your left. Our next step will be to substitute into one of the original equations. So I take the first one, plug that in there, or substitute that in there, do all the moves, and y is equal to 5. So our point of intersection will be negative 3, 5. Alright, see you in the next video. There'll still be more. There's a lot of details with these situations, with the combination methods.